Good morning. For those of you who are waiting on a kindergarten update, you're in luck. I have one, probably 2 weeks under a 2-month update. But here's a month and a half of kindergarten update. The kids are thriving. They're doing well. They have friends now that are not mutual. Just to catch you up a little bit, I have twins. They'll be 6 in November, 1 boy, 1 girl. And for the majority of their little short lives, they've always been together in the same class at daycare and pre-K. And if they were separated, there was still a whole lot of overlap. So they had a whole lot of mutual friends. There was one friend group I had to worry about. If one kid was invited somewhere, so was the other. Now that they're in kindergarten, they have totally separate sets of friends. So now I'm dealing with 2 friend groups and trying to manage 2 sets of play dates, which is okay. We are instilling the value of keeping old friends and making new friends. So the friends that they had in pre-K, they still interact with. They are dispersed throughout the district at different schools, of course, because of zoning and such. But we make it a habit as parents to make sure we still keep them in contact with each other and that they maintain those friendships. So we're teaching them at an early age to nurture friendships. My kids have a very diverse group of friends, which I love, in that I see them to be kind, considerate individuals. I just kind of sat back and watched how they interacted with their friends. I think the last point I made in this particular section was how we have to teach them to be advocates for themselves. And I described an example. Anyway, as parents, we have to continue to guide our children in not only what we say, but also what we do, and be examples for them so that they can see how we interact with our own friends and how we interact in our own relationships, be it business, be it personal, or just strangers that we see. Just to see them interact with their friends and having a good time, I'm like, look at them with their little social lives, So my hope is that they continue to grow and cultivate those areas of their lives, so much so to, like any typical 5-year-old currently, we had to peel them away to go home. Kindergarten is rolling on, and mommy is just learning to go with the flow and give them space and not be so smothering and hovering. Because I'll tell you, when my son took off behind whoever that was he was playing with on the playground, those boys were doing some roughhousing. They were running and they were playing tag, so they were running and moving just swiftly through people, and I was on edge, but I had to remind myself, they come out here and play on this playground every single day. They know their way around it. They know the ins and outs. So just breathe and sit back, and make sure nobody gets hurt. And if they do get hurt, then you be there to scoop them up and help them. Yeah, that's all I got. Very reflective at the end of a busy week. Busy week. All I can do is just say that I'm thankful and I am on this journey with them, So yeah.